Be honest here, guys. How many times have you figured yourself out and then watched yourself do the exact same thing anyway? Not once, not twice. Enough times that you've stopped being surprised at this point. Listen, you're not stupid and you're not alone. You've done the work, the journaling, the therapy, the late night voice memos to yourself. You have more self awareness than most people in your life will ever have. And you still did it again. Here's why. Your brain is not an unbiased investigator of your life. It's a defense attorney. It builds a case, finds the evidence that supports the story that's already in place, and quietly buries everything that doesn't. And because the story sounds familiar, because it feels true, you never even think to question it. There's a line from the recovery literature that says, "Everything I know is subject to revision." And I used to think that meant staying open to new information. It took me years to understand that it meant being brutally honest with myself. Because here's what I've learned after more than a decade in clinical work and in my own recovery. There's a gap between your narrative and your data. The narrative is a story you tell yourself. The data is what your actual behavior proves when you're brave enough to be honest with yourself. Most of us have never examined that gap. We just keep trusting the defense attorney. I call that examination the internal audit. And if you're sitting there right now with a list of things that you know about yourself but you still haven't been able to change, that's the gap. And that's exactly where we get to start in therapy.